Hello, it's Michelle, and I'm here with Greg Peterson, who is a farm boy in Kansas, and you may know him from Peterson Farm Brothers, who, how many millions of views have you had now?
It's over 40 million now on our YouTube.
Check him out on YouTube if you haven't already, but really wanted to talk to Greg today because he feels very passionate about some of the different kinds of technology that's used on farms, and I think you might be a little bit surprised. So first off, kind of give us the framework of the technology that you feel excited about in today's food production.
Well, there's just a lot of things that are minimizing, inputs and maximizing outputs.
Okay, so wait a second. For everybody who's never been on a farm, what's an input?
So like things you're putting into growing the food, like whether that's labor or time or money or resources. And then the output, of course, is how much food you can produce per acre or per person type thing. So, a lot of it relates back to that environmental side of things where the more efficient you can be, the less impact it has on the environment. All farming has an impact on the environment. The goal, though, is to reduce the impact as much as you can, while of course maintaining a safe food supply.
Sure. So you gave a TEDx talk, and in that talk you discussed organic as a technology as well as GMO as a technology. So those are two completely different fields of thought for most people that are out there listening. So talk to us a little bit more about that if you could.
Yeah, well, there's different types of technology you can use, and something like GMO is kind of a cutting edge technology that allows you to bring some different techniques in and do things we've never been able to do before. And the organic side of things is it's more of a method of technology where you're producing something that the consumer wants. You're producing something kind of in a way that may not be as efficient, but that some people would consider it's just a preference that they want. It's something that they're looking for. So both of those things have advantages.
Sure. So through all these videos going crazy, you've had the opportunity to travel the world and see a wide variety of farms. What have you learned about farming that you didn't know before that?
I've just learned, I've just learned that farming is so diverse. It's so much different everywhere you go. One farm isn't like another farm, and you can't put everything in a box. I thought I knew what farming was because I grew up in Kansas, but Kansas farming isn't like farming in other states or other countries.
Yeah.
And so what I've learned is that, until you've traveled and visited with lots of different farmers, it's not really your place to judge how they grow their food, how they make decisions, because their situation is often much different than a situation that you'd be familiar with. And so that's why there's so many different types of these technologies being used.
The diversity is amazing, that's for sure. So there you have it from a farmer in Kansas. He was not a contributor in Food Truths from Farm to Table, but has done a great deal in agriculture, has been featured on my blog a few different times. And we have lots of farmers like him talking about all these different kinds of technology in the book. So thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. If people want to connect with you,
www.petersonfarmbros.com.
Perfect. Thanks, everyone.